Hello again, guys, and welcome to another episode of On the Range Podcast with Hogg Tactical and Kelley Fence. I am Mark Kelley, and as always, I am joined by my co-host and friend, Rick Hogg, published author, owner of Hogg Tactical. How's it going, buddy?
Man, Mark, published author, owner of Kelley Defense. Doing great, bud.
Oh, man.
Want the viewers out there giving us precious body. You're tuning in, guys. Great. Appreciate it. Again, just do us that favor. Hit that subscribe button. Leave us a rating, review, all that other good stuff. Tell your friends, tell your family. Just help us grow this podcast to the maximum amount of listeners we can. While you're out there surfing the interwebs, why don't you swing by warhog.com, kelleydefense.com. Sign up for those newsletters. Trust me, we will not inundate you with a bunch of garbage. Nothing but good stuff out there. Since you're out surfing the interwebs on either one of those sites, because that's really the only place you go, you can easily go to patreon.com/on the range podcasts. Man, join the Patreon crew with like-minded people. Join the shooting challenge that we do monthly. That's a new addition we've got on top of our bi-monthly Zoom calls, on top of all the training videos we're starting to upload in there. So definitely go check out patreon.com/on the range podcast. Since kind of around our sites anyway, you might as well swing by OTR Training on Demand, see if that might be a fit for you as well. So again, can easily stream, download all those training, different videos, stuff like that. Just go check it out. And yeah, buddy, I think that's all our housekeeping.
Yeah, man. All you got to do is swing by warhog.com and kelleydefense.com. You'll find all that stuff. Yep. Links to it, all kinds of videos and stuff like that. It's a one-stop shop. Today's episode is brought to you by drinkhoist.com. Big supporters of the show, big supporter of all the events we do. I got the dragon fruit right now, scrumdiddlyicious. IV level hydration. You go to drinkhoist.com and use the promo code OTR10, save yourself 10%. You get on their subscription. They'll send you a new box or a couple 12 every day or a month. It's unbelievable. Good flavors. Half the sugar as some of those other electrolyte drinks. Just really good stuff, and they're just great supporters. Good veteran support out there as well. But also when you're on those websites, make sure you go and check out the firearms training notebook. You can buy a signed copy on the websites, or you can go to Amazon and buy it straight from there. Ship it to you right to your house, man. Unbelievable. It's doing very well. And make sure when you're on your social, if you have any, use TFT Notebook as a hashtag. So you can bring everybody in and show your progress and be proud of it. Tell us your experience with the book and just hang out with a bunch of people. If you follow that hashtag, you're going to see a lot of guys posting up their stuff and seeing what they're doing, man. It's just like-minded people trying to be 1% better every day. And that's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, buddy.
So we were talking a little bit about that.
Hey, hang on, Mark. I got one more jam to do since we're jamming things, right? Oh, yeah.
Let's jam it in there.
Guys, don't forget. Kind of looks like a ball of rubbish there, but in honor of Duco Loop Leash, make sure you guys swing by warhog.com. Check that bad boy out. Again, magic to this whole system. Little carabiner type action. Boom. Wrap it around your waist. Go watch the product video. Get more info on it. But yeah, in honor of Duco Loop Leash, available only at warhog.com.
Dude, that was a big hit. Everybody was really curious at the convention during the vendor day. They wanted to see it. They wanted to, handle it and see what the whole thing was. A lot of demos there.
Touchy-feely, sitting there buying stuff. So, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So, sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no. That's a great topic because that vendor day, talking about all you folks giving us your precious commodity, most precious commodity, your time. I'm just blown away by the reaction the book's getting and, people going out there and buying it. And they wanted to come by and see us at the vendor show. It was a lot of fun. Everybody wanted to have her pictures taken with you and us together with the dogs. It was great, but really appreciate it. I'm overwhelmed with the support that we get from the companies, let alone the big supporters, the ones who the Patreon and the subscribing to our newsletters and listen to the show. It's just amazing. We're super, super happy with it. And, there's a couple of things we're going to talk about, but the way we've kind of pivoted these companies a couple of different times, not hard pivots. We knew we wanted to publish something. We didn't know exactly what it would look like. And then all of a sudden we have an epiphany, and next thing you know, we're writing this book and putting it out there. And man, it's just one of those things you're like, man, we wish we'd had this idea a long time ago. We kind of did, but didn't really know how much of an impact it would do and how good it turned out.
Yeah, well, we were kind of kicking the can. We had a couple different ideas going on. And I think really it wasn't until we solidified it. And, at the end of the day, understand this, guys, right? You can do whatever you want. Greatest country in the world. Who would think Warhog Tactical, Kelley Defense, published authors, right? Who would think that? Well, it just goes to show, if you put your mind to it, a little bit of work. And again, what do we know about this stuff? Nothing. Zippo.
Zero.
So you go, did we have some trials and tribulations? Yeah, we did. Going back and forth, read this, edit that, tweak that, try to upload it, got some upload dramas. Hey, let's go back and tweak it, fix it.
Yeah.
But the point being, at the end of the day, let this kind of, when we tell you guys 1% better every day, we're just not blowing smoke. That's the mantra we live by. That's what we're trying to instill in you guys. And if you take that and truly embrace it, dude, you will crush life. Mark my words, 100%.
Yeah. And that kind of goes right into our topic for the day. Talk about time and how precious it is.
Yep.
And then talking about, being productive, doing things that you want to do and learning and all that stuff. You can't do that if you're wasting time. And you certainly, there's different levels of wasting time. I don't consider resting wasting a time, but there's certain levels of wasting time. There's a gross abuse of wasting time, and that is focusing on negativity, having spats with other people. You know what? We're like this. Hey, man, kind of borrowing this from Pat Mack, you and him and he had that conversation. There's plenty of business out there. You got a problem and you solve it, you're going to be successful. Yeah. You just have to do your best. Yeah. There's no reason to waste time on arguing with other people. Why? What do you know about this, man? Or that's where'd you get that? The 90s or whatever. You don't talking about wasting time. That's a terrible waste of your time.
Yeah. I mean, and the problem is, all right, let's just be as honest as we can. If I didn't have to be on social marketing, and that's my verbiage, social marketing, I wouldn't be on it, right? Doesn't do anything for me. Hey, man, if I want to keep up with people, dude, I'm going to shoot them a text or give them a phone call, right? But think about it. We've had patrons go, hey, man, this platform is toxic, why are you on it? Why are you following? Why are you getting suckered into having this bickering contest with whoever? And it kind of segues into my almost an epiphany type moment, right? So if you guys watch Fox News, especially Tucker Carlson, last couple nights, old Kanye, now just Ye West, was on a show. And here's the thing, man. I didn't have one way or another about the guy, right? All right, he's a rapper. I think he hung out with the Obamas, whatever, right? But here's the thing. He spoke in great detail about at least how his circle, and I guarantee it's all the rest of the circles, are manipulated. They're manipulated by politicians. So he gave an example. Hey, him and Obama, when he was putting out the Obama message, were best of buds. Kind of goes against it. Now they're not talking. He was a Trump supporter. Oh, you can't be a Trump supporter or else you're going to sit there and get freaking smashed and, cancel culture and all this other crap. Okay. Well, then he makes a bold statement last week, Paris fashion show there, comes out with a t-shirt that says White Lives Matter. People are enraged, man. And here's a guy who's very much pro-life. He's wearing a a lanyard around his neck that had a ultrasound of a baby on there, and he speaks very intelligently, and he can address some black issues. We're spot on going, hey man, 50% of the black women in New York City abort their babies. Wow. And I mean, he knows statistics, he knows numbers, he knows all this stuff. But I was just absolutely blown away how you either tote the party line or you get canceled. So going on that whole negativity thing, who are you getting, or who are you having this argument with? Who's this toxicity that you're looking at? Or who's this person that you think is true, but they're not? They're manipulated,
Yeah.
Old Kim got busted. She got fined like $1.3 million because she had that cryptocurrency kind of ad, but one little hashtag ad way down at the bottom didn't really divulge it was an ad. And he pretty much said, she's about fake is fake. She's going to put out or say whatever it is she's told to say. And just talked about the cronies and influencers around them that are just pumping them this rubbish. And so I caution people out there. And this is why I'm not a big fan of celebrities, unless you physically know them, unless you've actually chatted with them, where's their stance? What are they doing? Are they giving a show on one side and really this kind of other person on the backside? Hey man, it's a difficult place, but I caution you this, just people, and don't, it's not worth getting into a tweet match or a freaking IG match or Facebook match with these people on there, because so-and-so said this. Now you're going to go, oh, that pisses me off. And now I'm going to say this. And then somebody else is going to reply. And you got 3 other people freaking, again, going back to our very essence, you're wasting time. So collect your own data, get your own information, be educated for yourself, worry about what you and your circle is doing. My circle's very small. I'll tell you straight up, I mean, I've got your family's the innermost ring. And then if you want to say your outer rings, as far as who are those close friends within your, tribe, extended family, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. Team Warhog, whatever, who's in that circle. And then again, are they putting wind in your sail, or are they the boat anchor? And I'm telling you, social to me, it's already been told. It's out there. It is a manipulated platform. Zuck got out there and said, yeah, the feds came to us and said, suppress this. We think it's something like this. You can see if you're in the firearms industry, you don't get the reach that you should. I mean, all this stuff is manipulated. So for your most precious commodity, your time, don't get suckered in and start a bickering contest. If you can't have a face-to-face with somebody, or at least a phone call, dude, it ain't worth your time. No way.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of great content creators, influencers, whatever they like to be called, that I would love to be able to watch all their content. I just don't have time.
No.
I just don't have the time to do it. I try to catch whatever I can. I support whatever we support whatever we can when it comes to the guys and gals that we support, and we know what type of people they are, and we do our best to check out everything that they got going on so that we can help. But other than that, I just don't have time. And then especially, we try to read all the comments and the questions and respond as best we can. We just can't do them all. And I'm certainly not going to waste time answering or responding to some negativity that's unwarranted just because they don't like us for whatever reason. I'd rather spend that time in the folks who are giving us their time listening and asking a valid question, or saying hello and just want to talk about their story and how what they got going on, and we're interested in that. I'd rather spend my time doing that.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, if you're out there listening to my cat that opted to do like the 1-star Amazon review, but leave no comment, you're kind of like, what's up with that? If you think there's something there, cool, give us your input. But to just go click it and go, all right, I found that interesting. So it's, people go, here's what I think, here's what's up. Cool. input like that, if it's something you think that can be changed, hey man, let us know. But it's kind
Yeah.
of like that hiding behind the old cloak going, oh, I'll just do this and not give any feedback. And dude, I tell you, go listen. Jack Carr does, I think he dubs it his Amazon reviews. And some of these people that just, some of the crap they say to him. And it's just like,
Yeah.
dude, unbelievable, right? And I got it. It's people.
Yeah.
But does he get wrapped around the axle? Does he do whatever? Nope. That's just part of his show, right? So he does his little Amazon review. Let's read some of these from a, is it Amazon customer or an unknown? And it's just kind of chuckly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you're spot on, man. You gotta sit there and focus on, hey man, what's your, max time management? You've only got 24 hours in the day. And if you're sitting there wasting, if you're sitting there wasting umpteen hours on the interwebs, going back and forth, when that time's gone, there's nothing you can do to get it back. It's gone. So you just got to sit there and to me, you need to guard that time and go, could I be doing something to make myself better? Or is it truly worth typing out some message to someone and we're just going back and forth bickering? So
there's no doubt that the older you get, you should be very, very judicious with how you spend your time, when you get older and older. It's just too valuable. It's too valuable to waste. And there's another thing too about that helps me kind of not overreact. I don't even say overreact, but not really give it someone who's just being mean or mean-spirited or really don't have a good reason. Like you said, if there's something wrong and you think we can make it better, let us know, because we'll consider it and we'll make it better maybe. But I kind of turn that around. If someone, can you imagine how miserable that must be that you're spending, and there's people that are doing it, that they're spending all their time bad-mouthing other people on the internet. How sad that existence must be. So I kind of flip it around to, if that person has got something going on so horrible that they couldn't wait to say something horrible to us, I have empathy for them. I feel bad for them. That's got to be hard on them. And I just say, hey man, I wish they could turn their stuff around and start feeling better about themselves, because if they got that much sadness and hate in their life that they want to spread it to us, that's not a good spot. And I kind of try to, it's hard. It's not always easy, but that's a good way to for me to deal with it and kind of just have a little bit of empathy for folks, because they're probably miserable. Yeah.
I mean, why else are you going to sit there? If you've got a legitimate something, hey man, cool, I get it. But like the constant negative. You're like, all right. Like I said, the time just isn't there. And I know from, and we had this conversation with our patrons, and it was a very valid thing. Dude, if there's a habitual negative, page you're following, or somebody's negatively commenting on all your stuff, dude, just block it, delete it, unfollow, do whatever. Don't, it's like, oh, this fires me up. Dude, you shouldn't get fired up.
Yeah.
Get rid of it. Cut it. It's the old boat anchor. That's it. It's the old boat anchor. Cut it away and get back to sailing the path you need to be on. But to me, it was a fairly simple, easy fix. But I guess there's a lot of people that kind of get suckered into this thing, that they're going to, bicker with somebody. And let's be an honest broker. Half the cats on there, you don't even know their names.
No.
They got some snazzy freaking, hey man, I drink coffee 834. Great. Nor do they sign their name, right?
Yeah.
And that's the other part, is now you're starting to find people, they'll meet you. Hey man, I drink coffee 834. Cool. All right. You got a name? I mean, Warhog Tactical Kelley Defense, that's our business name, right?
Yeah.
I'm still amazed. People don't know my name's Rick Hogg, but maybe I need to put it on there.
We got a bio tab that says exactly who we are.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take very long to figure out who we are, for sure. You just go to the two websites. Heck, read the bottom of the freaking thing on these podcasts. Tell you exactly who we are.
But it just goes to show, right? So right back to your point, you've got these negative individuals just out there stirring the pot, and I think they just try to stir the pot for whatever reason. But again, hey, be freaking whatever your name is. Why don't you stick your name in there? You know,
Dude.
Hey man, step up to the plate. Who are you there? You know, got some. You don't even have a picture, right? Which pictures don't mean nothing because people steal my picture all the time and pretend to be me. But savages.
Yeah, you've had a couple of. Did you have an Ashley Madison account or something?
No, I can't remember. I can't remember what some
dating app it was.
Yeah, somebody shoots me a note. Hey there, Michael.
I think they made you 6'3" or something, didn't they? Something was like
6'2".
Oh,
yeah.
See, hey,
I was 6'2".
Big thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's me standing next to Max Martini. Okay, do your freaking research. I don't know how you're getting 6'2" out of that one. I mean, I'd put Max at probably like 7 feet or something, you know.
That's right.
And then I think I was living out in LA or something, you know. I mean,
Hollywood, Sunset Strip.
I was like,
yeah,
I was like, thanks, you know, but no, that's not me.
West Coast Rick. That's what they should have said. Nickname is West Coast Rick. Oh, that's awesome.
It's just, it's always something. Yeah. But anyway,
yeah. Wasting time on those things, guys, it's just not a good idea.
No, but it goes to show, and I would just say this: the only reason I found out is because somebody else told me, and that's typically how I find out about these fake bogus accounts. Is somebody will shoot me a note and go, "Hey man, is this you?" And I'm like, nope. And for that, I'm super grateful for people, right? So is that, you know, do I classify that as wasted time? No, I don't. I classify that as, hey man, you're helping somebody else. So again, when you're looking at acts of kindness, you know, what have you done with your act of kindness today? And trust me, you get more than one. So you find a Warhog Tactical Kelley Defense bogus site out there, just a courtesy note, hey man, you know, is this you? And I'm gonna say, nope. Could pretty much say, hey, here's all our sites. But no, I'm super grateful for that. That would be one thing I would say, yes, sustain. But you getting into, dude, I forget. I wish I could remember what post it was on, what it was about. Dude, I had two guys bickering back and forth on one of my posts. And I'm like, dude, have at it. Knock yourself out. I mean, they're just, boom, he'd put a comment. This other guy put a comment. Then another comment and another comment. And I'm like, you're bickering on my page about, I don't even know what. And I was like, whatever, man.
Yeah, that's happened. That's happened to us a couple of times, especially if police are involved or whatever. Mm-hmm. Someone coming on and going back and forth with somebody else. Look, I can honestly say that I don't most of the time, unless we're really recognizing the good deeds that many of our service men and women and law enforcement and first responders are doing, we very rarely do something to kind of spark the flame or whatever. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it happens. And sure. I'm always, sometimes I think about maybe we should pull that down, but a lot of times like, you know what, hey, no, let's just go ahead and let it run. People can say what they want. But again, it's just, it wouldn't even come to that thing about the Amazon. It wouldn't even cross my mind to go on there and just throw a 1 star on something, especially if you know it's either an independent published person, or it's a smaller business that's trying to sell some stuff. Because a lot of times it'll say it. Yeah, it wouldn't even cross my mind to do something like that because it's completely ill-intended. There's nothing good coming out of it. I mean, do you really think that a notebook, low-content style publication is so bad that you have to go on there and throw a 1 star?
With no comment, right?
With no comment. Obviously, I'm almost guarantee they didn't buy it. No. So they've never actually held it. Yeah. And it just would never cross my mind. I just don't, not because I'm just this superior person and never make mistakes. No, not that at all. I just don't have the time to even think about stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about what we're doing next and, you know, making sure that the Kelley Defense Unit's moving forward along with you know, On the Range podcast. Yeah. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. We're moving the sticks, man. We're getting to the goalposts, right?
Yep.
And then when we score, oh, by the way, we're going to freaking turn around and score again. and again,
Yeah.
and again,
Yeah.
if you want to put it in a football analogy, but the, I, yeah, I don't have time, and that's the part that blows me away, because you look at guys and really when you start, peeling the apple away, here's a prime example. Why do I have a gym in the garage? Well, because for me,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, well, I went from the convenience of, hey man, when it was work, it was right there, right? Easy.
Right.
Didn't have to go nowhere. It's like, boom.
Right.
Then you get out and go, oh, didn't think about this. Didn't put the thought process forward. Now I'm going, hey dude, I'm burning an hour a day just commuting. Right now, granted, there's only so much you can do when you commute. Yeah, you can make some phone calls and stuff like that, barring people
Right.
pick up or they're available or whatever. But again, it was wasting time. So by me putting the gym down in the garage, now I can sit there and go, okay, maybe I've got a day that I can't get it in my normal time, but I'm going to get it in at some point. And oh, by the way, the gym's open 24/7, 365.
Right. Yep.
So it's things
what
like
what a
that.
nice luxury that is, and what a good idea that is.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
and it was funny during the pandemic. Everyone's like, oh, there's no gym. I need some fitness equipment. I'm going, I'm sitting here. I'm good to go, man. I got everything I need. So,
dude, I went outside, take
yeah.
the brute force bag and go outside. Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty, right? I can crack the door. I can open the garage door. Boom. I'm catching me some vitamin D. I'm not stuck inside a building. Go out there, do my business. Whether, hey, want to throw the bag a little bit, hit the rack, whatever I'm looking to do, it doesn't matter. But the fact is, it's all right there. And dude, once I'm done, right back to work. Suck me down some protein, get my swole on. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah. But
yeah.
But it's. I think people, if they would just kind of put things in that aspect, and I got it. If you're an apartment person, cool, man. Hey, all I's got, brute force bag, cool, man. Go out in the lawn and chuck that thing around that you don't have to cut, dude. You're kind of saving time on that one, right? But workout, man, critical, key component, man. So
yeah,
I would just say that just look at kind of your day. People that sit there and go, hey, from the time that your eyes open, what are you actually doing with your time? And I got it. Everyone's going to take a day and go, or you get sick and you feel like crap and you're unproductive. Dude, I get it, right? But on a normal activity type day, dude, put pen to paper and just track your time. And you would be surprised. Dude, if you're going to sit there and pick up the phone and go get on the Insta shizzles and go, oh, let me go see what's going on. How much time you burning on that thing? Just take a look. You might be surprised going, dude, I just burnt me 4 hours, and you sit there going, what do you have at the end of the day? You just burnt that time. What do you got? I got nothing, I mean,
yeah, just think how many freaking emails and how you could get your workout in, how many emails you could push out, and how many newsletters you could. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
the amount of time that we waste all the time, and I'm guilty of it. We're all guilty of it, but you're trying to tighten that shot group up is all you're doing.
That's it, man. Just look at, hey, if I'm going on there to kind of, hey man, do a quick peruse, check in with people, try to support them with what they've got going on. Okay, cool. But you got to have kind of that plan, right? All right, cool. I got to get my post out. I might kind of do some replies. Might have some people that actually message you that way, because that's becoming a communication type tool. Some, if you're looking to try to get you a new industry partner or something, that's a way that you can kind of, communicate back and forth. I'll use Sean from over at BAMFAM as a prime example.
Right.
Kind of, I think, hit him up, message him on IG or whatever. So, I mean, yes, I'm not saying dump it all together, but I'm saying how much time are you actually on there and what are you actually looking to do? Do you get there and go, hey, do I have a set deal that I'm trying to do? Now from the civilian side, I got it. You're on there just doing whatever it is you do. But from the business side, you've got to be very calculated with what you're doing. You've got to plan out your posts. You got to have your stuff already done. A lot of text is already pre-written. So yes, a lot of stuff is already done. So do a quick copy and paste, boom, slap it on there and launch it out. And then just work any type of business enhancement, I guess, for lack of better terms, you're looking to do on there. But that's, I see so many people, man. Go to the airport. Airports are a prime example, and I got it. You're just kind of sitting around. But, dude, you got people on there just cruising that, hooping and hollering. I listened to these two kids one time as I was sitting there waiting for my flight, and I was actually reading a book, novel concept, hard paper copy book, right? And my man asked him, he's like, hey, you know where, it was an African country. I can't think of it. I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, it was a country in Africa. And he's like, yeah, I think that's down south somewhere. And I'm like, dude, you're not even on the right continent. Simple geography, right? Yeah.
People are great, man.
I'm like, whatever, dude. All good. But it was comical. Going, you've got the magic box in your hand. You could sit there and just type the name in. It's going to tell you, boom.
Oh, yeah. Give you a map.
Yeah. Even show you.
Put a pin right where you want to.
Right.
Exactly. Tell you how far away it is.
Yeah. Might even give a little history. Go, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The days of Encyclopedia Britannicas are done, man. I guess they still have those. I don't know.
I know Jack's trying to get different errors.
Those things were awesome, man.
Yeah. But it required work, right?
Yeah.
So here's a kid asking another kid, hey, where's so-and-so's at? He don't freaking know. When he's holding the magic box and didn't have to say a word, could have just Googled the thing and said, oh, it's an African country. I'm like, okay, cool. But it's just stuff like that you're like, okay. And then the other part is, what's it even matter? Right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
so, that time management stuff and a good way to, save yourself some time in perusing certain stuff is to join like that Patreon group.
Mm-hmm.
With all those trainings and stuff, we have all kinds of trainings. The one we put out there today, and there's another one coming tomorrow, but the one we put out today, it wasn't really any of us doing anything. Mm-hmm. It was a student, and then it was the data being collected and annotated into the firearms training notebook, and then had, your comments on it, and showing people what that might look like, coach to student kind of a thing.
Sure.
Which, again, this thing, you can totally use this on your own, you know what I mean? But that's what it was going to look like. And that's the kind of thought process. So that went up. We also put a blooper reel up there. Everybody seemed to enjoy that with you up there. What was the name of the training group? The Griffin group training area?
Yeah. So I was out. Yeah. So I was out at Griffin Group in Maxton, North Carolina. And I think it was here I am out of Maxton Group.
It's like you had a mouthful of marbles. Blah,
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they let you have it too, didn't they?
Well, but here's the thing, right? And it was kind of cool because it just shows the human part of it. Because again, how many cats are showing blooper type stuff, right? And we stuck it out, I think, on IG as well or whatever. But it's just, hey, dude, we're human. We make mistakes, right? Video, when you look at people, right, and what they're putting out there and what they're doing, how many times was it done? How many shoots did they take? I've been on production sets. I know what it's like to freaking do all that. Hey, man, I try to be a one-shot wonder. Hey, man, it comes out.
Oh, dude.
Are some of my words messed up sometimes? Yep, it happens, right? You're out running your thought process a little bit. Dude, it happens. But try to be as real as you can. And I think this day and age, with the old woke culture that we've got and the fakeness, because people are fake as anything, it just dips to have, just bad interactions, or, people go, oh my God, look at that, or them trying to tell you it's okay to be fat. No, it's not. It's unhealthy. Don't buy into it. Don't believe it. It's lies. Oh, heart disease. Don't worry about it. #1 killer in America. Shocking. But it just goes to show that you've got to do your due diligence to make sure that, hey, whatever content you're consuming, whatever you're going to, is it real? Is it real? Or here we go. Hey, I'm going to date you on this one, buddy. or is it Memorex?
Oh, yeah.
Woo! And if you have no clue what Memorex is, go Google it. Is it real or is it Memorex? Hopefully it pops up. I could be.
Dude, I had a stack of them.
Dude.
Had a stack of them.
Yeah. But that was
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, Google that. Is
Yeah.
it live or is it Memorex?
Yeah.
What a great commercial. Remember that commercial?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, how many years has it been?
Oh,
30, 40 years?
Easy.
You know? And it's stuck. You know, I mean, I'm still sitting there
classic.
going, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the beef? Come on. Don't know where the beef's at either, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
But
yeah. So anyway, guys, check out that Patreon group. But, you can find all this stuff at warhog.com, kelleydefense.com. The websites, I'm really proud of them. They're both turning out really good. I mean, we try to do keep them up to date as much as possible. They're always, updating the matter of fact, the industry partners. I got to put that. We got one from Banff Hammer. Got to put that on there. I think that's the only one I don't have on there, but that's going to go up there. But of course, if you're with the Patreon group, you'd already know that.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys go there and check that out. Also, in addition to the Patreon group, if that's just not your bag, then go ahead and go to the websites and check out OTR Training on Demand. It's housed in Vimeo, but you can go there. You can stream the videos that you want to look at. You don't have to do all of them, or you can purchase them and keep them forever, download them. They get the same stuff as the Patreon guys. So if you're not into all the other stuff, you just want to download each video, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, different.
But we definitely want to mention, it's just a different platform. But we
Yeah.
definitely want to mention this. You can go ahead and take this one, Rick. Aimpoint.
Yeah, buddy. So Aimpoint gave me a promo code. It's Warhog, WARHOGG 5, Warhog 5. Here's the thing. There's only 2 of those codes in the country, and Aimpoint was kind enough to give me one of them. Again, 5% savings on Aimpoint, so huge. Here's the thing. I'll make a very bold statement, and I don't say this about everything, and I get support from Aimpoint, but there's nothing exchanged here. It's like, here's the bottom line. When I say I would bet my life on Aimpoint, I have, i.e. that was the optic I carried when I was in combat, and I still do to this day. Any red dot optic that I'm running on either my rifle or pistol is an Aimpoint product. So super clean glass, durable, reliable, and really to me, the nail in the coffin. I would bet my life, and I do bet my life on Aimpoint products. So Warhog 5, big savings on that one. Appreciate their support, man. Super supporters of what we're doing. And again, they didn't have to give that to me. I kind of solicited them going, hey, how can we give back to you? Whether you want to say followers, supporters, whatever word you want to say, my students, I like to, the companies that we're partnered with, you like to get that. And it's just a way to give back to them to go, hey man, check it out. Here's your promo code. So for example, Aimpoint, Warhog 5, and their sites are bomber. So if you're sitting there running, and again, this is a key point we bring up in our red dot LEO pistol classes. So we see a lot of guys running open emitter red dots. And if you're not familiar with that, basically pretty much anything other than the acro, which looks like a box, but it's an enclosed red dot, right? So on an open emitter, you have the potential of getting something, i.e. dirt, debris, water, food particles, anything, belly button fuzz potentially, where it would cover that emitter, and then that dot's out. With the Aimpoint acro, man, that thing it's enclosed. And go watch, go to warhog.com, and you will see me out there shooting in the rain, pouring down rain.
Oh yeah, pouring down rain.
I'm not worried about it. Unlike some other companies that put rainbow type films on their glass, dude, it is good, clean glass. And you sit there and go, wow, looks like a small box. Never had a drama. Trust me, that window is plenty big as anything else out there in the market you think. I think it's just all optical illusions. The one point I'll bring up, a lot of people badmouth the Acro P1. Oh, the battery life was horrible. But then you ask them,
right,
well, what'd you get out of the second battery? Well, I never did.
Right.
And we explain that to the students to go, hey, man, be careful of the interwebs. And again, this is where information, did they have kind of a odd battery size? Yes. But here's the thing. I got 6 months out of my original factory battery, right? So I don't know how these other guys were dying so quick. Then I ended up plussing up, putting another name brand type, because I didn't recognize the name brand of the one they stuck in there. Stuck a name brand one in there, and dude, that thing cranked freaking, I think, almost close to a year. So
Yeah.
I've never had any problems with the battery. P2, they kind of went to a more available type battery, but both of those sites are bomber, dude. I got zero issues. P1, P2, they're both fantastic optics. So anything Aim Point, well worth it. So Warhog 5 on that one. I think I beat that horse.
Yeah, make sure you go check that out it's on the Patreon page, that production that you're talking about. What a great production Panteo did for that.
Yeah.
That's all available on the Patreon page. So go take advantage. A lot of good information on that, just that one series alone, let alone the other stuff that we have on there and the stuff that we're continuing to load up. So make sure you go check that out. But
that was all. No, I was just going to say, Mark, that was all for the Walther PDP launch.
Right.
So, Walther asked Panteo to reach out to some people. So between me, Jamie Caldwell, and Larry Vickers, 75 plus videos later of instructional videos. And dude, I try to make that PDP fail. I was doing a barricade shoot. I think you can see that one on the Patreon page as well. Yeah. It didn't. I tried to jam that thing up, and she ran. I had to give him credit where credit was due. No different with Aim Point, man. It was pouring down rain, and it's hey, had to sit there and go, hey, I'm not worried because I've got my Acro one here. So
yeah. All right, buddy. Good show. I know we've been ramping up the content all over the place. The podcast suffered a little bit. We had a lot of traveling the week preceding the K9, the week after, plus the week while you were here in the Midwest. So we're starting to ramp that back up, which is a lot of fun. We got a lot on the shelf that we're going to start rolling them out, the podcasts, and maybe we'll start entertaining some guests and see if we can't.
We got guys. We got some guests. We've had some. It's just been some scheduling issues, but we got to get back on that and just get that straightened out. So
it's always the same thing when it comes to the guests. They got busy schedules, we got schedules we got to attend to, but we're gonna get them on there. That's always a lot of fun to have folks on here into the OTR universe.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's a very small group that we allow into the OTR universe.
very, very elite.
Who am I kidding? We'll take anybody. All right, buddy. Thanks, Rick.
Right,
you guys be safe and have a great week. Talk later.
Bam. Yeah, buddy.